All right, guys, welcome to the team chat. Today is all about a year in review and a look into 2016. I'm going to give you guys actionable steps to take today, this week, so that you can make sure that you're reflecting on 2015 and what 2015 was all about, and so that you're looking forward into 2016 and have action steps that you can take. This is all going to be personalized, so I'm putting together a lot of open-ended questions for you guys, and I'm going to kind of share with you what I've been doing, what's been helping me through this transition period of December so that we can make 2016 like the absolute best year ever. So I'm going to see if I can move our little bar here. All right. So first off, I'm going to want you to take a lot of notes today because I have a lot of things that I think are really going to help you in looking back at 2015 and looking forward into 2016. So, what were your goals for 2015? If you're new to this business, some of those goals might be success starters. They might be emerald. They might be talking to 3 people every single day. They might be staying consistent in your 3 vital behaviors. If you've been in the business for a while, you might have more income goals, more rank advancement goals, and things like that. What were your goals for 2015? And if you're brand new to the business, these are things that you're going to be thinking of so that we can set up those goals for 2016. So what goals did you reach and which goals did you fall short of? And then I want you to dig a little bit deeper. Why did you reach the goals that you did reach? And why did you fall short of some of the ones that you didn't reach? Hopefully you reached all your goals. I would love it if everybody would reach all their goals every single year. It'd be super, super great. But a lot of times we fall short, and I want you to evaluate and look at why things fell short. And know that there's still 2 weeks. So if Success Club is still a goal for you, we have 2 weeks left to hit Success Club. So Success Club should always be a goal. That's not out of the game plan for now. But if you had some big rank advancement goals that you wanted to reach and you didn't, what happened there? So kind of just looking at those kind of things. There's no room for regrets. I want you, as you're going through this and thinking about what things you achieved and what things you didn't achieve, never, ever, ever regret anything. Everything in life happens for a reason, and I know people think that's stupid, but I really believe that we're in our place in life for a reason, and there's a purpose behind it. So don't ever regret any part of your year that didn't go as you planned it. There's a reason it didn't go that way. So kick those regrets to the curb, learn from the past, and use those times that you might not have hit that goal, use that as a learning experience for the present day and the future. This is kind of where I'm going to go into my story a little bit. This past year has not been anything like I planned it to be at all. In 2015, my big goal, I had it written down in a journal, to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and month after month after month, all year long, we've been trying to have a baby, and it hasn't been happening. And so I kept using that as, well, my whole reason to build this business was so that I could be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm not becoming a stay-at-home mom, so I'm not even becoming a mom to be a stay-at-home mom, so this business isn't working. And all year long, I let that hold me back. But I'm not regretting this past year. I've learned so much from this past year about who I am, who our team is, and where I want our team to go. And so I'm using that as a learning experience for the future, and it's completely transforming the vision that I have for this business and for my future and the future of this team. So learn from the past. Don't have regrets. Learn and use it as a growing experience for you. So get those regrets out of your head. You can't change the past no matter how hard you try. You can only create the future with the actions you take today. So you have the power to create your future. You just have to do it now and do it today. So your vision for 2016. What do you want 2016 to look like for your business? These are some questions that I want you to write down, that I want you to really analyze and think of this week. What do you want 2016 to look like for your business? You can also do this in your regular life, but for your business, I really want you to think about this. How much money do you want to make in your business? How many coaches do you want to add to your team? How many coaches do you currently have on your team? How many of those coaches are discount coaches? How many are active working coaches? Do you know your coach's goals? That's something that's really important. A lot of times, somebody might start out in the business wanting to reach a certain weight loss goal, and then they reach it and they're like, hey, guess what? I'm ready to start working it as a coach now, and I want to be a diamond coach. Do you know that about your coaches? So How many challengers do you want to help with a challenge pack? How many people do you want to change their life with a challenge pack? You have to think about those things, because then from there, we're going to start reverse engineering them. A great one that I like is to see how many testimonials do you want to have in your portfolio to turn to in 2016. By the end of 2016, how many people do you want to have their written statement or their words just telling you, a text message, something? How many testimonials do you want to have? That for me is probably my favorite goal to go for and to reach, because that means you really did change lives. When you have those testimonials and those people that are like, heck yeah, share my story. I want people to know about it. How much time do you want to spend in your business? This is something that I think a lot of people, you can set these big, huge goals, and, you want to be 8-star diamond, and you want to, build a $100,000 business, which is amazing and totally doable. People do that all the time in a year, but they work their butts off for it. How much time do you want to spend on your business? That's really important. How much do you want to invest in your business? This is also important. I consistently invest about 17% into my business. And I know that's a super random number, but there's reasons behind that number. And you have to decide what you want to invest for you. So 17% of what I make goes right back into the business, goes into advertising, it goes into personal development type things, trainings, it goes into all of that stuff. So how much do you want to invest in your business? How much training do you want to do? How much training do you want to teach? You have to start flipping the switch now. You're getting into a brand new year, brand new goals. You need to have one of those goals, whether you're a brand new coach or you've been a coach for a while. One of those goals needs to be to teach, to start leading your team, to start developing your leaders and helping them learn how to teach. How many conferences do you want to attend? Now, this is something that I think is super, super important. You need to be at Super Saturday every single quarter. That needs to be a non-negotiable. I stayed up for 27 hours one day so that I could be at a Super Saturday. If I can stay up for 27 hours and still work and change my crazy schedule, you can do it too. I'm probably only going to get about 4 hours of sleep between this next one because I'm going to drive to Toledo for it. So think about how many conferences you want to attend. I would highly suggest, if you want to build your business, get to Super Saturday. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. Sorry, I'm still trying to get rid of this cough. Look it up in the Coach Online office. So, Super Saturdays are huge. The other thing that's huge is Summit. You guys know Summit is such a big deal. It's a huge deal for your business. We do all the product launches. There's workouts with celebrity trainers. There's tons of different clothes there and programs and products and everything. Like, that is the place. That is the goal, is to get to Summit and to be live at Summit in Nashville in the end of July of 2016. That's a huge conference that you want to attend. So plan that ahead. How are you going to afford it? How are you going to make sure that you're making enough in your business to cover all of your expenses and then some, so that you have your income? How are you going to do that? There's an ad for that. And what's your mission for your business and your team? I'm going to go over what my vision is for our team here at the end of this, but really think about what you want your team to represent and what you want your team's mission to be and where you want to take your team this year. Those are all questions to be thinking of during this month going into January, so that you have a strong foundation for your business, for your team in 2016. Does anybody have any questions about those questions or anything that I might have read too fast for those of you on the phone? No? Okay. I'm taking sips of my tea. Sorry. So start asking the questions. I want you to, now that you have all of these questions, start reverse engineering them. How do you reach that income goal? Do I really want to spend time on this in order to reach that goal? Why do I want to reach that goal? Is it more important to reach that goal than the reasons I'm going to come up with to not do the action steps that it takes? One of the, I'll go into that on the next slide. But how many people do you have to connect with in order to reach that goal? How will you grow your page? How will you utilize other forms of social media? What training courses are you going to have to take in order to utilize, the new skills that you learn? and what free resources are already available to you that you need to tap into so that you can learn what you need to do in order to have a successful business. There are so many resources that we have from Meg and Janelle and Christine Dwyer. We have amazing upline support in this business and tons and tons and tons of free training that we can do all the time to get to where we want to be in our business. So start reverse engineering those goals. The reverse engineering part is pretty key. So this is something new that I've never really done in the past, but I'm finding it to be super beneficial. I have my little planner here, the Emeralds and Above. Get this too if they haven't gotten it already. But I've started breaking down in my notes section my quarterly goals. And it's something that I read somewhere. I don't know where I read it. I got it in some book that I read this year, that you really do need to do more 90-day type goals than full year goals, because you can get sucked into those full year goals. And when you get behind on them, you just kind of give up. So 90-day goals are great because you do something super hard for a quarter, and then you take time at the end of that quarter and you reflect, just like we're reflecting on this year. You do the same sort of questions, same sort of answers into how did Q1 go? How did Q2 go? What do I need to adjust in order to make Q3 even better? Things like that. So really, I would like you to break your goals into 90-day goals or quarterly goals. I think this is how the quarters go. If anybody's in finance or business and knows how they actually go, I'm pretty sure it's like mid-January to mid-April, mid-April to mid-July, mid-July to mid-September, mid-September to mid-January. I think that's what they are. My tax accountant last year tried to trick me, and I told him like these were the days that all my taxes come out, and I was right. So I'm pretty sure that's kind of how it works. So break them into 90-day goals or quarterly increments. It's going to help a ton. So take action on those daily, and then at the end of those 90 days, reflect. Where did you struggle? What can you learn from? And how can you do better the next time? So start seeking answers. You guys know that we all have the exact same opportunity as the very top coach in this business. The only difference between the top coach in this business and where we are now is the action steps they take every single day, the consistency, and time. Some people in the business, it takes longer than others. Everybody has completely different life circumstances, but we all have the exact same opportunity. This company, we're all in the United States and Canada. We all have Beachbodies programs and products. We all have the same opportunity. Nobody has an up on anybody else. That's the beauty of this business. So I need more tea, sorry. I know at any moment I could go into a coughing fit. So take action steps, utilize that online office, Google things that you have questions to, and stay committed. Some things that will really help. Finding a success partner, someone who is at the same level in their business as you, utilizing them as a success partner to check in, to push each other, to motivate each other, and to go through. I have many success partners, and it has been such a joy to see them succeed and to help me succeed when I need it too. Find a mentor as well, somebody who's above you in the business who can tell you, you're not cutting it if you want to reach that goal, that you're not really doing the steps that you need to do to get there, or you're doing great, you're going to be able to surpass that goal. Let's start thinking about the next goal. Somebody who's a little bit ahead of you in the business who can help you in making sure that you're just doing the right steps to get there. They're not quite a friend. They're somebody who can really be straight up and honest with you about where you need to be. Recognize that your goals are not going to be the same goals as everyone else. You don't need to. You need to keep your blinders on and stay focused on your goals and your vision. This is something that can get a lot harder as you are in the business for a little bit longer. I struggled with this for a really long time. The first 2 full years of my business, I didn't really do much with it. I tried. I felt like I was trying anyways. I wasn't actually trying. I wasn't taking the action steps. I would go through the trainings, but I wouldn't take the action steps that were needed to actually have success in the business. And I was one of Meg Wiksinski's very first coaches. I was one of her, I think when I signed up, I think she had 17 coaches on her team when I signed up. And I saw all of these coaches hitting Emerald, and Missy Hacker, who was reaching Diamond, and she was like 7-star by the time I reached Emerald. And I was like, why are all of these people doing so much better than me? But I wasn't looking at what was going on in my life and what I was actually doing and what was going on in their lives and what they were actually doing. You have to focus on your your vision and your goal, because it can be too distracting to be looking at other people and where they are, because their life is not yours. You have to live your life, and you have to stay focused on your goal and your dream. So keep those blinders on. I want you to really like highlight, star, whatever you have to do to remember, keep your blinders on and stay focused on your goals. Okay? Always remember that we are here to change lives and to make an impact, so that people always remember that that is the essence of why we do this. That's the whole reason that we do this, is so that people can get healthier and so that we can really change some lives. So 2016 is your year. And in order to do that, you have to stay consistent with the 3 vital behaviors. That is the ultimate key. Invite, invite, invite. Use that Power of 3 document to help you with that. Be proof that products work. Drink your Shakeology daily and utilize Beachbody's workouts and share it. Share it, share it, share it. That's a key part of that one. And personal development. And I really would challenge you in 2016 to make sure that you're taking at least 30 minutes to 1 full hour every single day to committing to your personal development. I have read Mark Cuban's book. Let me see what it's called. How to Win at the Sport of Business by Mark Cuban. He says, if I can do it, you can do it. It's like a 2-hour book. I've listened to it twice in the last 2 days. He does 3 hours of personal development and business development every single day. If Mark Cuban does it for 3 hours, we sure as heck should be doing it for 30 minutes to an hour per day. So that's kind of just something to keep in the back of your head, and it's a book that I really like. So a couple things about things that can push you into 2016 and things that can also hold you back. I mentioned this on our team page. I want you to really define your why this year. Why do you want to achieve your goal? We always talk about you need to have a why that makes you cry. And is that why big enough to push you when you're tired? Is it big enough to push you when you're busy? Is it big enough to push you when you feel like giving up? Is it big enough to push you when you feel, well, is it big enough to push you when you actually fail? And is it big enough to push you to your goal? Like I said earlier in the call, my why was to earn enough income in my business so that I could stay at home and be a stay-at-home mom. My why held me back this entire year. Don't let your why hold you back. If it is holding you back, change it. Change it and figure out what you really want to do. And for a long time, I was scared of going as needed in nursing. It's called PRN or casual some places. I was scared to do that because of what other people would think of me. You know, as a young nurse, why are you already going PRN? What's this coaching thing? Why would you ever do that? You're a nurse. You got 3.5 years. You got your bachelor's. Like, why would you do that? Don't think about what other people are thinking. Think about what you really want. And I really want to prove to you guys that this is possible. I saw it with Meg. And whenever Meg quit her job and went full-time in coaching, it was so inspiring to me. And I want to do that same thing for you guys. I want you to believe that you can achieve any dream that you have in this business. And so I need to prove it to you guys so that you can see it for yourselves. And I hope that you already see it for yourselves. I really do. I hope that you already see that this is so possible for every single person that gets into this business. But I want you to see it firsthand too. And I want you to do it firsthand. Heck, if you want to leave your job in 2016 and you want to do this coaching full time, that's part of my vision for 2016. So we'll get into that part next. So what is your reason to work your business? It has to be bigger than your reason not to work your business, because you're going to be tired. You're going to be busy. There's going to be times where you feel like giving up. Like, is this worth it? Is it really worth it to stay up late or to get up early and to keep doing these workouts and keep drinking my shake and struggle? Is it worth it to struggle? Because it can be a struggle when you're going for big goals. It will be a struggle when you're going for big goals. There's a reason that there's some people that not as many people are successful and not as many people reach their goals, and it's because they're not willing to go through the hard times. So make sure that your why is big enough to get you through those hard times. And then this is my vision for Pumped Up Nation in 2016. This is a big, big vision. I've been thinking a lot about this over the past couple weeks, and it is big. So my vision, here's a few things about it. I want us to be a top 100 team in Beachbody. It takes a lot of work to be a top 100 team in Beachbody. It is, and it gets harder and harder every single year, but I believe that Pumped Up Nation can do it. I know that we can. We have to work together. We have to support each other, and we have to be willing to help as many people as humanly possible. So how do we do that? I need us to develop 7 diamonds that are personally sponsored just by me. And I want to see at least 15 diamonds within the downline. So people that aren't personally sponsored by me, people that are just in our downline, I want at least 15 diamonds in our downline. And 7 of those I want to be personally sponsored by me. I want 5 coaches in Pumped Up Nation making at least $1,000 a week. At least $1,000 a week. I want 5 within Pumped Up Nation to do that. I want 2 coaches to be coaching full time by the end of 2016. Now, anybody can be coaching full time by the end of 2016, but I want at least 2 in Pumped Up Nation. It would be amazing if I had so many more than that. It's totally up to you and what your goals are. If that's not your goal, that's okay. That's totally okay. But if that is your goal, I want you to come to me, and I want us to talk about what the action steps are to get you there. So the last goal for 2016 for Pumped Up Nation and my vision is that Pumped Up Nation has at least 500 coaches. Right now, when you go to our team page, I believe we have about 78 coaches in the downline right now, and I want at least 500 in the downline for 2016. It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to take a lot of passion and drive and enthusiasm and motivation, but it is going to change so many lives. I see how many people we're impacting just as us as 78 people right now. I see our Pumped Up Accountability group getting into, the 220 range here pretty soon. And I want that group to be in the thousands. Imagine what we can do with 500 coaches all working together to help end the trend of obesity and make sure that people are living happy, healthy, and fulfilling lives. Imagine what we can do. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And that's why I wanted to do this chat tonight, because I wanted to just share these for this team and where we're going in 2016, because I'm really, really, really excited about it. So that is the end of my little presentation there. Does anybody have any questions, any concerns, any comments, anything at all about anything that I went over?
I don't have any questions, but I'm going to send you an email because there's a couple of things that I think I would like to help.
All right. Perfect. So yeah, definitely message me and we can talk about your guys' personals, whenever you kind of have them written down and have gone through these questions. I really do want you guys to go through these questions and take some time to really think about them and where you want to be. And then when you're done, I would love to see what you come up with. I want to see what you guys are thinking, where you want to go with this business. So definitely keep me in the loop, and I want to see where you guys want to go. So thank you for getting on. I hope that this helped you create your vision for 2016. We still have 2 full weeks in December. Do not forget, Masters Hammer and Chisel is going to be huge for people who are wanting to get results in 2016. And we've got the Masters Challenge group with Carl Deichler, Sagi, and Autumn, and the Beachbody headquarters team. That challenge group is on Facebook, so that starts January 4th. We also have 2 full weeks of December left. So we have tons of lives that we still need to change in 2015. I am so blessed to have every single one of you on this team. And thank you so much for everything that you guys have done for me and everything that you're doing for your clients and your coaches and your customers. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have an awesome night. I will put this recording up on YouTube as soon as I can. And we'll talk soon. Okay, guys? Bye.